if you're wondering if there's life after a breakup, this video today is for you. Sis, you are about to get through this, okay? Like, no doubt in my mind, no question, you're going to get through it, okay? I know right now you're probably in your room playing Mary J. Blige, I'm Not Gonna Cry. You probably done called 10 or 11 friends, asking them the same questions over and over, telling them the same stories. Or maybe you're just like in a place where you can't even pick up the phone and you're so down and out because you have experienced a breakup after you thought you probably would spend the rest of your life with this person. You know us, we plan our whole life out after one conversation. So maybe you're in that mode of just feeling like it was going to happen for you and it didn't. It's okay. Hopefully this video today that is all about how to get over a breakup really helps you put some things in place that can really move you. I don't want to say to your next level. I want to say hopefully it takes you out of this place of despair and it gives you hope for your future, because you are going to get through this. I promise you, sis. Breakups are a part of life. Transitions are a part of life, and you're still here. So as long as you're still here, there is still room for you to get through this. Alright, so let's hop into the video. If you're wondering how I'm so qualified and able to tell you, I want you guys to know that this channel is all about transparency. Let me stop and introduce myself. My name is Raya Janae. I get so excited about topics like this, so I just hop in. Anyways, if you like what you're seeing so far, if you like it towards the end, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, so basically I have been through a breakup. Wow. What are the odds of that? Life is life, y'all. Everybody will go through transitions in life. If you haven't been through a breakup yet, keep living a little longer. Like our grandmother used to say, keep living a little longer. So keep living a little longer and you'll experience one too. But I am actually, I'm divorced. I left my marriage at 4 months pregnant. I was actually in a marriage that became abusive, and so I left. This video is not going to be heavy, but I do have to address this. For anybody who is in an abusive relationship or an abusive marriage, I just encourage you to reach out to somebody if you can. Life is not over after you leave. If God is with you, He will provide a way for you to get out, and not only get out, for after you get out, for you to just continue to build your life, because your life is not over. God has a lot of purpose for you. So anyways, left an abusive marriage, and I was able to kind of like rebuild my life afterwards, and so I'm just grateful to God for that. I know many people don't make it out, so I'm just glad that I'm here today. Guys, this is going to be a lighthearted video because this topic is so heavy, but we're going to also shoot some straight facts and hopefully provide some ways for you to get over your breakup and to kind of just press forward with your life, okay? And so first things first, it's really going to be important for you to feel all of your feelings, okay? So I think sometimes people go through a breakup and we just try to like strong arm it, or we don't want people to feel sorry for us. If you're anything like me, I have a hard time when people are feeling sorry for me, because I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't raised like that to kind of receive a lot of empathy or for people to just give me a lot of hugs. So most of the time I'm trying to look like I have it together, and that was, I want to say I used to, because I feel like I've grown a lot, and this season has stretched me where I couldn't look like I had it together, because clearly I had to just go through what I was going through. But anyways, give yourself permission to feel your feelings, okay? Do not try to act like you didn't just have a whole marriage or have a whole relationship that you probably placed your hope in, because I know women, we start to plan out our whole life after a conversation. We like, oh, he has this, or he's doing this, or we're going to be doing this forever. I don't know. But like sometimes we try to plan our life out after one conversation. So let's just first of all identify the fact that we were hurt, that these things that this person may have done to us hurt, or that we thought we would be together forever and now we're not. And so we're going through our feelings, and sometimes we're sad. Sometimes we're angry. Sometimes we just feel like we failed, okay? And so that's okay for us to feel. So I say to that though, after you go through feeling your feelings, do not trust your feelings, okay? because your feelings change, guys. Some days you'll feel stronger than anything. Sometimes you'll be playing I am Superwoman. Okay, let me not try to sing, but sometimes you're gonna feel like you're on top. Sometimes you're really gonna be like, oh, I got this. Like, I'm so strong. I done made it out. I did it. And then some days you're going to be sad as heck. You're going to literally be in your feelings and be like, dang, I just went through hella trauma, or I just went through this big life change, or I'm just trying to heal from the idea of being with someone that I loved. I think all of those are okay, but it's important for you not to react and respond off your feelings. I think you have to sit with your feelings for a minute, and you have to think with your mind and your heart and seek the Lord on what you really need to do next. So just be careful not to let your feelings actually overtake your whole life, and then you're responding or reacting off your feelings. Because let's be real, when you go through a breakup, sometimes your feelings gonna make you want to go pull up on somebody, and we can't have you going to jail, okay? We need you to be around for your kids. We need you to be around for you, and also that person probably is not worth it. But anyways, all right, y'all. And the other thing is, you cannot be going back and forth, okay? I know, like, there have been years where we've done the breakup to make up, and that just becomes the course of y'all's relationships. We break up to make up. It's no more of that. If you're trying to get over and to actually get through a breakup so you can move forward with your life, there cannot be any going back and forth, because if you guys are still going back and forth, what it does is it just creates more emotions. You get more feelings behind it, and then you end up confused. And I don't know about any of you, but when you're confused going through a breakup, you're more likely to go back, because your mind, but not only your mind, your emotions and feelings start to play tricks on you. And so no more going back and forth. And so this is going to lead me to my next point, which is boundaries. Y'all probably feel like, Raya, you talk about boundaries in every video. But to be honest with you, boundaries can save your life. They can save your mental health. Y'all, boundaries are going to be so important. Some of you guys going through a breakup, you may have to block the person that you broke up with on social media, or you may have to decide to unfollow them. And so many won't understand that. That person won't understand it, but you know what you can handle. You know what you have the capacity to handle. So you may not be able to see them on Instagram with another person. You may not be able to see them, period, after your breakup, because you're just trying to, like, get over the idea of the fact that you were just with them, right? And so I think it's going to cause for you to be really honest with yourself about what you can handle, and just remembering through this process, you don't owe nobody anything. The only person that you owe is something is yourself. And so you don't have to explain anything to anybody about why you stopped following so-and-so, or why you decided not to call this person after a certain time to talk to the kids. Whatever it is, you got to make your boundaries work for you, okay? So if that's in the beginning of your relationship, and this is for the people who have kids, if someone's like, oh, I want to talk to my kids at 9 o'clock at night, boy, you know your kids in bed at 9 o'clock at night, or they should be. So mothers, like I said in my video before, if you go to my single mother page, not boundaries, but if you go to my page and you look at the video on having a routine, just make sure that your kids are in bed by a certain time or whatever, because there ain't no need for you to be calling at 9 o'clock knowing that our kids are asleep. And that's probably a trigger for you, because y'all probably used to be doing them late night phone calls and just really be talking after 9 o'clock. So just don't set yourself up for that. Set yourself up for success, because you're actually trying to move forward, okay? And don't let anyone have any power over what boundaries you choose to set. And so that's going to lead me to another point, and that's literally, like, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody, y'all. I don't care how close you were with that person's mama. I don't care how close you were with that person's sister. Your healing process and you going through this breakup successfully will only require you to answer to you, okay? So you don't have to go back and say, oh, no, you don't have to do that, because you're probably still trying to process a lot of the reasons why y'all broke up anyway. So just don't feel like you have to explain anything to anybody, because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to help you keep you together. I think you have to really be careful on where you're putting your energy at in this season, because going through a breakup, it drains you. Half the time you're just sad, right? So you're trying to, like, get out of this. Some of y'all are probably happy and rejoicing, okay? Because you're like, I'm out. I don't know. Maybe that was just mine because I was just like, okay, Lord, like if I get out, I'm going to be way better than what I was when I was in it. Whatever. But that's because there was so much going on in mine. But I will say this to you. Just don't feel like you owe anyone an explanation for anything, because the truth be told, all you owe is for yourself to be in a healthy and healed place. And the other piece is time does not heal all wounds, okay? Time does not heal all wounds. I know people will tell us all the time, girl, just give it time. Oh, baby, just give it a little time. You'll be all right. Time does not heal all wounds, but what you do in that time will heal all wounds, okay? So, like, if you choose to reminisce on how bad he did you, or how wrong he was, or how wrong everybody was in the situation, and you're just still pointing the finger, time is not going to heal you. It's only going to make you more bitter. So you're going to walk away feeling probably worse than when you started, because you've had time to reflect on how wrong you were done in the process, right? And that would really, rightfully so, make anyone upset. But if you use that time to just look back at you, or not even look back at you, maybe just you use that time to just focus on how you can overcome this, and how you can be better for your next season, or how you can just focus on nurturing yourself and loving yourself again, this time is going to be a game changer for you. Because now with this time that you've spent in between time, you have poured back into yourself. And sometimes in relationships, we get so caught up in pouring into the person that we're with because we want to change their life. We want to be the person that has, made their life better or whatever. You want to be that person. And so you get so caught up in pouring into them to the point where self is neglected. And so maybe during this time that you're taking to heal, you would pour all that same energy back into yourself, putting yourself in the right spaces where you can get the right healing, where you can get the right guidance of how you have overcome, and you can leave feeling more empowered and feeling just better about yourself than you were before. So time does not heal all wounds, but what you do in that time will. I think the other piece for me is falling back on family and friends. And I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes when you be in these relationships, y'all be isolating yourself. Real talk, like sometimes you get into these relationships and you honestly and truly do not talk to family how you used to talk to them. You don't talk to your friends how you used to talk to them. You all cut up in, oh, I love you, baby. I love you, baby. And all those people have gone right to the back burner. And so I say this. If you still have those people that was rocking with you from day one, who still wanted to be in your corner after you go through your breakup, go right back to them. Strengthen those relationships. Strengthen those friendships, because truth be told, you're going to need them. And what you'll realize after going through a breakup is those people are very essential in your healing process, because they're the same people that were with you before, and they're the same people who chose to stick it out with you after. I'm not talking about the friends that when you got into a relationship, they was like, oh, she done with us, we done with her. I'm talking about those folks that have been consistently trying to reach out to you and just trying to make those connections. And even if you had somebody who you felt like, dang, I just shoved her off, I'm encouraging you to go back and to strengthen that friendship, because as you see, relationships and things like that can be temporary, and family is forever. Friendships can be forever. So just go back and strengthen those relationships, because you owe it to yourself, and you also owe it to them, because they probably was good people from day one. Last thing I would say is just be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and have grace, y'all. I cannot stress this enough. Going through a breakup can be so nerve-wracking, and healing is a long process, y'all. Healing is a linear process, so it doesn't just happen like I went through a breakup, I talked to a therapist, I'm healed tomorrow. Y'all, I wish it would be that easy. Hence to why I was making a video like a year or so later, simply because I gave myself the space to feel. I gave myself the space to heal. And so I just say to be patient with yourself and to give yourself grace, because you're so deserving of grace, y'all. Like, life happens, and some things are not your fault. Some things are beyond your control. But if you could be kind to yourself in this process, you will learn to love yourself in a whole different way. And so I feel like self-love is rooted in grace. You cannot love yourself if you don't have grace for yourself. And so understand that things will happen, some things that are beyond your control, but that you're still pressing, you're still okay, and you're going to make it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make it. And self-love to me says, I love myself enough to leave situations that no longer serve me. I love myself enough to care about what positions I'm putting myself in or what I'm accepting in this season. So I just feel like love you at the end of the day. In this month that is so full of love, and we're talking about people going to dinner and everybody doing this, just take a step back and start to love on you. It will change the course of your life, and people who come into your life, they'll have to level up to that standard. So create a new standard for yourself. Change the game, sis. Like, you owe it to yourself, okay? So get over this breakup, but get over it through grace and through time, where you're doing the right things in between time. And yeah, I just hope that this video was helpful to you. I'm telling you, all these things worked for me. So if it worked for me, it can work for you. And I'm still living proof. You're living proof because you're still here. That years later or a year later, you're good. So y'all take care. Enjoy. And I'm here for you. We got this, okay? You got this.